the neck of an hourglass into a heaped pile. The last grain slows in the air, then bursts into cosmic light. The light pulses. Kenshi, Johnny, Kung Lao, and Ashra knock down the remaining soldiers. More soldiers rush over.
We must go. Now!
Johnny punches Goro as he gets up, then flees. A portal opens by Liu Kang's temple. Kung Lao, Ashra, Reptile, Johnny, and Kenshi hurry out of it. They turn back to the portal, fists raised. It shuts. Liu Kang approaches from behind.
Johnny, Kenshi, Kung Lao, you have safely returned.
He looks at Kenshi.
By the Elder Gods.
We had a run-in with Princess Melina's inner demons.
She took my sight, but Sento, in its own way, restored it.
I am glad that Sento bonded with you. Though my hope was that the means would be different this time.
This time?
Forgive me, Kenshi. I misspoke. Go. The monks will tend to your wounds.
We found Shang Tsung, but he got away. I can see why you're twitchy about him. He's neck-deep in some serious shit.
Rest. Eat. Then we will discuss.
Can I also get a martini? Shaken, not stirred?
Liu Kang smiles.
I'm sorry. Meet the newest members of the Earthrealm players. We wouldn't have made it back without them.
Ashra and Syzos.
You know us?
As Earthrealm's protector, there is much I know.
Do you also know of my former master, Quan Chi? He colludes with Shang Tsung.
A new deadly alliance? Come, all of you. You must tell me all you know.
Liu Kang leads Reptile and Ashra away. Johnny stands alone. He bows his head.
Well, so much for that martini.
He walks after them. Liu Kang and Geras pace around Liu Kang's brazier in the ornate wooden room.
Shang Tsung and Quan Chi again conspire against Earthrealm? What Johnny and Kenshi report should not be possible. You witnessed how I rewrote history. I gave the sorcerers meaningless lives. They should have never gained power, let alone join forces.
And your work was flawless. Such would their lives have been, had someone not interfered.
Interfered? What do you mean?
Geras conjures images of the benefactor with both Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. Liu Kang examines the images.
Both sorcerers were visited by this person. It is her intervention that bent the arcs of their lives.
Who is she?
Unknown. Her identity has been obscured from the hourglass.
Who could have that power? Is it Kronika? Somehow resurrected?
Impossible. Titans once destroyed cannot be revived.
Then someone else must have survived the previous timeline. Someone with a vendetta against me.
It is the only plausible theory.
The benefactor circles Quan Chi.
You must determine its validity, Geras. The fate of the realms may depend on it.
Sub-Zero paces near Scorpion and Smoke as they sit on a bench in a large room illuminated by lamps on the walls.
How long are we expected to linger?
Patience, Bihan. There are many demands on Liu Kang's attention. Were he here, Father would advise us to wait without protest.
But now he is gone, and I am Grand Master.
His teachings did not pass with him. They should still guide us.
Guide us, yes. Shackle us, no.
We can't abandon tradition.
Mind your place, Tomas. Father may have taken you in, made you one of us. But your blood will never be Lin Kuei.
Kung Lao and Raiden approach. Kung Lao bows.
Lord Liu Kang can see you now.
It is about time.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Smoke watch Liu Kang move a metal figurine across a map on a table.
Shang Tsung is here, at the ruins of Ying Fortress. His soul stealers are already under construction. You must destroy them, and capture Shang Tsung before either can inflict harm upon Earthrealm.
We will leave immediately.
And we will join you.
You are not Lin Kuei. You would only hinder the effort.
Raiden and I are more than...
We're trained differently. It takes years to master our ways.
You and Raiden have my full confidence, but you are needed elsewhere. Go to the Wuxi. The monks must prepare you for war.
Sub-Zero
Eat
stands
some
on a cliff with
sushi.
Scorpion and Smoke while peering through a spyglass at Shang Tsung's ruined fortress.
The only way in is over the walls.
We must find a less guarded section before attempting an ascent. Finally, we face a worthy foe. Victory will bring us glory.
Glory? We fight for duty.
Does our father's ghost possess you? All I hear is his voice.
We must honor his vision, Bihan.
Vision is what he lacked. He was blind to our superiority. We settle for defending Earthrealm when we could help lead it.
Our clan doesn't govern. It serves.
That is our past. It won't be our future.
Smoke and Scorpion trade looks while Sub-Zero marches off. Smoke slowly hovers in a tornado of smoke, ascending behind Sub-Zero and Scorpion as they climb the rampart. Scorpion uses his kunai-tipped rope dart as a grappling hook, while Sub-Zero uses ice spikes to pierce gaps in the immense stone wall and haul himself up. Scorpion yanks his rope dart out of a wall after reaching the top of the rampart with Sub-Zero. Smoke flies up behind them, then he turns toward the sky as Natara dives toward him, fangs bared. She rams him, knocking him out of his smoke tornado and sending him plummeting to the ground far below. He pulls out a knife, then stabs the rampart to gradually slow to a stop. Sub-Zero and Scorpion step to the rampart's edge and bump a stone over towards Smoke. He pulls away, narrowly dodging it. Natara darts through the air and tackles Sub-Zero to the ground. He kicks her off as Serena and Scorpion approach. They both stand.
As a boy, I heard tales of battles against your kind. I had fought them tall ones.
All Earthrealmers will soon know of Eternus. My realm starves, and it's coming here to feed.
Fight! You will end this day hungry.
Telekinetic energy grabs Sub-Zero's legs.
Is this?
Ermac flies to him.
We are charged with defending the fortress. None will escape us.
Telekinetic energy grabs Sub-Zero's arms and forces them out to his side.
Test your might.
Telekinetic energy shines around Sub-Zero's arms as they get ripped off. Blood gushes from the stumps. He sags to the ground. He lies inert.
Test your might.
Sub-Zero launches an ice bolt at Ermac, knocking him out of the air to the ground.
You are Quan Chi's creation. Liu Kang warned about you. I had hoped for the chance to battle your dark magic. Fight.
Attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice war hammer. Sub-Zero eyes Ermac.
You are not so fearsome.
Scorpion and Smoke run to him.
You're both unharmed?
We are, brother.
Good. After our years of idleness, it pleases me to again face combat.
I will be pleased when we complete our mission.
They sprint across the fortress. Sub-Zero blasts a trail of ice and slides across it to a wall beside a portcullis. Scorpion and Smoke stand on the other side of it. Sub-Zero peers through the opening, then nods to the other two before sneaking through it with them. They step to an inactive Soul Stealer, its fused humanoid bones bound to strips of cloth and shaped into a tall spiral. Sub-Zero reaches toward it.
Be careful with what you're handling. We have no time for mistakes.
Scorpion, Smoke, and Sub-Zero slink away toward numerous other Soul Stealers.
Continue working. I must oversee production of the remaining basins.
Quan Chi steps away from cloaked workers constructing a Soul Stealer. He walks through an enormous archway lined with terracotta soldiers leading into the fortress. Sub-Zero covers the mouth of a guard from behind and impales his chest with an ice dagger before setting him down.
That's Quan Chi. The other sorcerer Liu Kang described.
Kuai Liang and I will capture him. Stay here. Do not let them activate the Soul Stealers.
Quan Chi steps down a corridor hedged in with more terracotta soldiers. Flames flicker in numerous braziers lining the walls and gold coins litter the stone floor. Sub-Zero and Scorpion slowly follow him as he steps through a doorway into another room. Sub-Zero pauses by a heap of gold coins. He picks one up and inspects it in the firelight. He looks past it at mounds of gold coins sitting in the room beyond the corridor. Sub-Zero and Scorpion look past the treasure at Quan Chi on the other side of the room with multiple women in leather armor and skeletal masks.
There will be spoils in this war.
Let us win it first, brother.
They glance at the doorway behind them, then hurry off as Shang Tsung emerges from it. Smirking, Shang Tsung strides across the treasure room toward Quan Chi and the women. Quan Chi steps to him.
Will the Soul Stealers be completed on time, Quan Chi?
Yes. Our benefactor's guidance has proven most helpful.
If we break it, we'll halt their construction.
Agreed.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion step out from behind a large ruined door and charge Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. Green energy pools around Quan Chi's hands and he blasts heaps of skulls at Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero smashes his way through them while Scorpion trades blows with Shang Tsung. Sub-Zero and Quan Chi each dodge the other's kicks. Then Sub-Zero front kicks him back.
Ah, the Lin Kuei. We have been expecting you.
Were you told also to expect defeat? This ends no other way.
Fight.
Your failure was inevitable.
Scorpion evades Shang Tsung's knife hand strike, then jabs his gut and sidekicks him back. Shang Tsung shoots a fire skull at a giant pile of coins and jewels behind Scorpion, sending it sliding down and burying the warrior. Sub-Zero shoots an ice beam, but Shang Tsung blocks it with a shield of fire.
This is so unnecessary. What I can offer you, you won't decline.
Unless it's your surrender, I am not interested.
Fight!
attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice war hammer.
It is your choice. I can give you freedom.
I had hoped for a worthier enemy.
Sub-Zero steps to Shang Tsung's body and conjures a large axe made of ice. Scorpion watches him raise the weapon, but he stops when guards pour in from the doorway. One shatters Sub-Zero's ice axe with his sword, and another jump kicks Scorpion. Sub-Zero grabs a guard's arm and twists it around so his sword cuts another's throat. Scorpion weaves around one guard's sword, then throws him into a second. A guard bashes Sub-Zero's face with his shield, knocking him down. The guards quickly grab him and Scorpion, then force them to their knees. Shang Tsung staggers to his feet. He dusts himself off, then steps to Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Perhaps now you wish to entertain my offer.
How would you know what I value? We're strangers to each other.
I know that you wish to break free of Liu Kang's control, to gain your clan unrivaled power. I offer the means to do both.
Ignore him, brother. He promises only corruption.
Grandmaster, I am sure you're asking yourself, can I afford to trust a man I have never met? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford not to?
Sub-Zero stares at Shang Tsung. Geras stands before a giant hourglass and shifts his arms around. Sand weaves through the air, then images of the benefactor and Shang Tsung appear in the bottom of the hourglass.
And you were meant for war, to live among kings, not peasants. But since before you were born, you have been conspired against by those who fear how formidable you could become. I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet.
Geras examines her.
Who are you?
He steps closer to the hourglass.
Impossible.
Shao, Shang Tsung, and multiple soldiers usher Scorpion and Sub-Zero forward, their wrists bound by manacles.
My realm and your clan have much in common. We both feel the pull of Liu Kang's leash.
Once Outworld rules Earthrealm, you will be free to remake the Lin Kuei in any manner you see fit.
Bihan, don't listen! We must stop them, not—
Silence, Kuai Liang.
But brother—
Obey your Grandmaster. Can you win this war? Soul Stealers are deadly, but they're not enough.
You only think so because you don't understand their true purpose.
Explain.
Emperor Ying built this fortress during one of Earthrealm's most turbulent periods. Enemies beset him on all sides. He built a great army to protect his empire. They built a second one to protect him in the afterlife. This is Emperor Ying's Dragon Army.
They enter a vast, icy chamber hewn from an enormous cavern. Hundreds of terracotta warriors surround them on the ground floor, and various floors above them.
Impressive. But does this history lesson have a point?
These statues were constructed and enchanted by the great mages in the Emperor's court.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion follow Shang Tsung around a central cobblestone platform to a large wooden chest. Shang Tsung kneels, then opens it, revealing a velvet-lined interior housing a silver crown made in the likeness of two dragons facing each other. Shang Tsung takes the crown, then pours green liquid from a vial onto it.
They are animated by fragments of souls. Once alive, they fight tirelessly, unburdened by remorse or pity.
Green mist coils off of the crown as Shang Tsung sets it on his own head. Green energy fills the gaps in a row of terracotta soldiers armored, and their faces turn skeletal. They turn towards Sub-Zero and Scorpion, then punch and kick the air in unison. The warriors stop.
As our ally, you will be given command of several battalions. Few in Earthrealm could then resist the Lin Kuei.
Sub-Zero walks to the row of dragon warriors and examines them. He approaches Shang Tsung and holds his manacles up to him. Two soldiers grab Scorpion as he steps forward.
Beyond!
Shang Tsung removes Sub-Zero's manacles.
How could you? Father would turn in his grave if he saw this!
He was a doddering old fool. He did us a favor having that accident. And I was right to let him die.
Let him die? You said you tried to save him!
A lie. Because you couldn't, and still can't face the truth. Father had doomed the Lin Kuei to mediocrity. Now, we will achieve greatness.
Sub-Zero gestures to the dragon warriors. Scorpion elbows the pair of soldiers holding him back, then hammers General Shao's face before whipping Shang Tsung's head with his chains. He whirls around to Sub-Zero and bashes him to the ground. A soldier grabs him, then Scorpion knocks him down and pummels his head. His chains glow orange as he takes down several more soldiers. Then General Shao swings his axe at him. Scorpion ducks under the attack, then snatches the axe with his chains, tears it from General Shao's hands, and flings it away. He whips Shao's face with his chains, then Shao backhands him. Scorpion maneuvers behind Shao to wrap his chains around his throat, jump onto his back, and strangle him. General Shao throws him off, breaking the chains. Scorpion gets to his feet as Shao grabs his axe.
He's a feisty one.
Are you going to blather or make yourself useful? This Earthrealmer must be neutralized. Fight.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. General Shao's axe bashes the victim into the air. He leaps and slams the axe to cleave their ribs apart, then dives to stomp them.
Not impressed.
You may corrupt Bihan, but you won't corrupt me.
Fight.
Neither of you are up to the task.
Do not let Kuai Liang escape.
Shang Tsung directs the dragon army with the crown. They charge at the Scorpion. Scorpion shoots flames to burn the undead warriors. They disintegrate before reaching him, one with its sword a mere hair away. He sprints out of the tomb of the dragon army, past hordes of unanimated warriors. He dashes toward the dilapidated castle. He enters the Great Hall and sneaks cautiously through wood and stone wreckage. He reaches 3 fire pits, where Quan Chi and Rain gather. The duo discusses a pot of melted metal as it pours.
Purity is important. Pollutants impact efficiency. Like barnacles on a ship's hull, they create drag and reduce speed.
I see.
As Scorpion slinks past, his reflection glints off of a shield that hangs from a wall, which catches Rain's eye. Rain squints. Unaware, Scorpion tiptoes away. Rain wields his staff and hurls a burst of water at him.
So you've declined Shang Tsung's offer. I assume your brother has not.
The sorcerer tempted him into forsaking his oath.
He can be convincing, can't he? Spurning him is a grave mistake.
Fight!
He can be convincing, can't he? Spurning him is a grave mistake.
Fight!
Attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Rain summons 2 tendrils of water, which wrap around the victim's hips to electrocute them and shatter their pelvis.
The waters rise against you. Join us.
Fight!
Or be drowned.
Scorpion relaxes and glares.
The mistake is yours, Outworlder.
Havik and Darius storm in.
What have you done?
They rush Scorpion. He dodges Darius's punches and blocks Havik's kick. He grasps Havik's arm and smashes his head. He kicks him away and brawls with Darius. He whips out his rope dart, lances Havik's stomach, and slams him against a wall. He throws a series of punches at Darius. Havik kicks Scorpion towards a pot of melted metal. He holds out his hands to stop himself from falling in and burns them. They hold him down and lower his head as he struggles.
Test your might.
Scorpion headbutts Darius and strikes Havik. He elbows Darius away. He grips Havik by the neck and shoves his face into the boiling metal. He releases and Havik covers his face with his hands. Havik staggers away, dripping blood that sizzled when it hits the ground. Havik turns to reveal his disfigured face. His nose and lips have dissolved, and his charred teeth are exposed from his blistered jaw.
I am not finished. For burning me, you'll burn in the Netherrealm.
Fight! Fight!
Lin Kuei's flame is not easily smothered.
Split up! We must find him!
Scorpion bolts out of the castle alone. In the outer courtyard, a sharp wind carries snow onto the sloping roofs of various buildings. Smoke waits behind a giant wheel. He darts to Scorpion.
What happened? Where's Bihan? He's betrayed us. We're all in imminent danger.
They retreat into a blizzard.
Letting Father die. Forsaking Earthrealm, he's abandoned all reason. I knew Bihan's frustrations ran deep, but I never thought they could inspire such madness. We can't let his corruption spread. Whatever it takes, I am with you. Thank you. We may not share blood, but we are brothers.
Sub-Zero emerges.
Do your oaths mean nothing? It's your duty to obey my will.
Not when it betrays Lin Kuei principles. We won't sacrifice them to serve your ambition.
An ice dagger materializes in Sub-Zero's hand. He slashes at Scorpion, who swerves. Scorpion stomps his brother's side, then kicks his jaw. He traps Sub-Zero's dominant arm and twists. Sub-Zero breaks free with a kick. He punches Sub-Zero in the throat. Scorpion tries to wrestle the ice dagger from Sub-Zero's hand, but Sub-Zero slices his palm. He squeezes his wounded hand into a fist as Sub-Zero advances. As snow flutters, Sub-Zero stabs and swipes at his brother, who dodges and retaliates with his fist. Sub-Zero carves at his brother's head, but Scorpion grabs his arm with both hands. He looks up and sees Sub-Zero's empty fist. Sub-Zero cuts his face with the dagger in his other hand, leaving a trailing scar.
Kuai Liang! Stay back! This is my fight.
End this, brother. Embrace the future.
I want no part of it! You pervert all that it means to be Lin Kuei!
Fight. Fight.
This is the worst MK story of all time. It was close to being equally bad as MK11's.
Fight me for the last time, brother.
Fight.
I wanted to check it out. It's alright so far, not too bad. I didn't play Mortal Kombat 11 too tough though.
I want no part of it! You pervert all that it means to be Lin Kuei!
Fight!
The story starts getting bad in Chapter 12.
Our family and clan.
Fight!
You are my Grand Master no longer.
Scorpion kneels.
What are you doing? Once he's exposed, won't you be made Grandmaster?
You forget Cyrax and Sector. Their loyalty to Bihan is absolute. They'll sooner abet his corruption than follow me. We must chart a new course. One that both honors our father's legacy and serves Earthrealm.
He stands behind Smoke.
Help me. We can't leave him here to aid Shang Tsung.
Later, Scorpion rushes into the surrounding woodland with Smoke, shouldering Sub-Zero's comatose body. They halt and watch 4 columns of green light flare from the Yin Fortress ruins, swirling into the clouds. Simultaneously, at the Wuxi Academy, Liu Kang studies the same Soul Nados.
How did you achieve this, sorcerer?
Behind him, particles of sand dance with shards of light. The small sandstorm forms Geras.
You arrived not a moment too soon, Geras. What have you learned?
In scrutinizing Shang Tsung's first meeting with his benefactor, I made an important discovery. Her life essence, the very time crystals that make up her being, are not of this timeline.
Not of this timeline? How could someone from a previous timeline enter this one?
That cannot happen.
If that cannot happen, then what has happened, Geras? There are no other timelines than those that have come before.
I hate this scene because of how many times they say timelines.
Timeline, which exists concurrently with
Timeline. Side by side, moving forward simultaneously?
Never in a billion lifetimes have I seen this.
Is there in a lifetime?
That does not make the other timeline any less real. There can be no doubt that Shang Tsung's benefactor hails from it.
And who she is, why she's here.
I'm gonna play on my portal, so it's all the reason why I got this one. They also lowered the price too, so it's kind of
I
justified.
will go to Sindel. Convince her to withdraw from Earthrealm by showing her how history is being manipulated.
That will require revealing to her your prior role as Keeper of Time.
The situation gives me no choice. I will need your help, Geras, to prove my claims to the Empress.
They observe the Soul Nados while trees sway in the wind. Later, in Outworld, Sundo's portal gate emanates energy, surrounded by tropical greenery and
Just
colorful
to,
flowers.
you know,
Liu Kang materializes
help
from
out the
within.
Soul NATO.
The constabulary await. Li Mei approaches as the others draw their weapons. She walks between weathered lion statues and reaches a platform bordered by water.
Return home, Lord Liu Kang. I am to let no one pass.
I must see Her Majesty. She must call off her attack on Earthrealm.
Her decision was unwise, but she no longer seeks my counsel, and I doubt she's interested in yours.
The Empress has been deceived. Shang Tsung and General Shao have fomented this crisis as a means to steal her throne.
General Shao? I knew he was hiding his true intentions. But join Shang Tsung? I knew he couldn't be trusted. Were I still Umgadi, he would never have breathed the same air as the Empress. My palace sources told me he arrived out of nowhere, and immediately had the Empress's ear.
He gained her trust by treating Princess Melina's condition. Tragically, she is afflicted with Tarkat disease.
Tarkat? The Empress must be beside herself. If Shang Tsung found a treatment, no wonder she embraced him.
I have shared.
Tomorrow.